This is what a kamikaze drone attack sounds like. What's thought to be an Iranian-built Syahid 136 slams into a building in Kyiv. Russia fired more than 20 of these into Ukraine on Monday.
136 being used increasingly by Russia against Ukraine.
I think what we're seeing is that the Russians are finding the airspace increasingly contested over Ukraine through the use of ground-based air defense systems such as command pads. Electronic warfare is also being used to detect and to destroy assets such as fast jets. This is a lighter, smaller, harder to target asset that then makes it more effective on the battlefield and allows the Russians to at least contest the control of the air and perhaps conduct some ground attack at the same time.
Most were shot down, but their low cost and availability means Moscow is likely to use this tactic more and more.
In many ways, it's a very cheap, very basic bit of kit. It's a drone with a 2 meter. It can be launched in very large numbers. According to the Ukrainians, the Russians have bought more than 2,000 of them off Iran. The Russians have rebranded it as Duran 2, and they say these are Russian-made drones. They may be Russian-made, they may be assembled in Russia, but the components certainly seem to come from Iran. The Ukrainians are knocking something like 80% of them out of the sky, but that still means that dozens are getting through and they are doing a lot of damage.
Each Syahid 136 is reported. Russian forces also use the Orlan 10 for reconnaissance and the Lancet, another kamikaze drone. Iran's denied it's supplying UAVs to Moscow, but Tehran's track record would indicate otherwise. And the US State Department says the Iranians are also training Russian drone pilots.
The Iranians have become a drone superpower in terms of using their drones as foreign policy tools. They export them to clients like Hezbollah, and like the Houthis in Yemen. The fact that they're selling them to Russia is a bit of a surprise, but it does tell you just how effective Iranian drones are, and perhaps a little about how desperate the Russians are.
Ukraine's been given various air defence systems to try and destroy incoming drones and missiles, but some have simply been shot down by soldiers with rifles. Even Mexican drug cartels have all weaponised small commercial drones, but the war in Ukraine has taken the use of UAVs and loitering munitions to a whole new level.
This is far and away. The world is suddenly waking up to the fact that if your military haven't got lots of drones, they're going to be at a massive disadvantage against anyone who does.
From small commercial UAVs to big military-grade drones, the skies above Ukraine are filling fast with unmanned aircraft. This air war fought not by the power of a jet engine, but the touch of a joystick. Simon Newton, Forces News.